Hi, how are you? My name is Masood Khan. Today I'm here to discuss about how you can develop an entrepreneurship within the 90 days. So what I'm talking about here today is how do you become an internet entrepreneur in a definite period of time. We are talking about becoming a successful internet entrepreneur by being a successful. What I mean here is that within 90 days will teach you how to develop, how to set up your website, research a product, promote it, and website and monetize it. So what we are talking about here is a definite way of getting ahead with your plan to start monetizing and start generating revenues from your website. So there's a process that we use here to build our business online. So our seminar is also all about hands-on approach as to how you can develop a business of your own on the internet. Now in this day and age where we are finding a lot of unemployment, a lot of people are finding it extremely difficult to go to the traditional paying jobs, working for the government or various organizations. It has become imperative and extremely important for us to find some creative ways of generating some revenues and sustain a decent standard of living. Now what I'm going to discuss here today is a brief overview of what our module is all about and how we teach others to generate income online. Now it's being done all over the world. Toronto, where I come from and where I've spent most of my adult life, a lot of people have gone online and start making a living, full-time, part-time, both. So I want to introduce this thing here very briefly. We will talk about the steps involved in planning your own internet business. The number one step is you have to define your business module. Unless you have a sound, well-defined business module, it would be very hard for you to start generating income from the internet. Not only online, I mean in an offline business too, you have to have a very good business module. So when I talk about the business module on the internet, I am talking about how to research, how to use the keywords to research the product that you want to sell, how to define your target market on the internet, how to do a research as to who are your paying customers. Then we'll talk about creating the emails, right? The email list. You have to have a list of prospects. Whom are you selling to? How would you generate those email lists, and how would you promote your product or a service that you're selling on the internet? So this is what the business module would be all about. Finding a product or a service on the internet that you can sell, and then providing some content in it and develop some mailing lists so that you can sell your products to those people, to your target market. So it's all about that. Now once you have your business module, the next step is you have to plan your internet presence. How are you going to be on the internet? Your positioning statement, your value proposition, those kind of things that we would be discussing in my seminar and also on my website, on my blogs, as to how do you go about going on the internet with your product or the service that you've chosen to make money with, or which you would like to promote. Now the third thing that we'll be dealing with here is how to build up your website. I mean, what are the steps that are involved in building a website? It's not about just laying out a website and trying to sell. It's about the depth, the focus has to be there in your sales copy, in your website. What exactly are you trying to sell? You have to project yourself as an authority in whatever you're trying to sell, whatever service that you have chosen to sell. You will have to categorize your content. That's a very important step, because unless you have a well-defined content marketing is what it's all about. They say content is the king, right? And there's absolutely no doubt that your content would go a long way in promoting yourself as a successful web entrepreneur. Now there are three types of contents. Okay, one is what I call, and what they call, I mean my mentor called, is the beginner's content, right? And it's free. Whatever content that you're providing on your website, it goes for free. The next thing is what we call intermediate content. The intermediate content is the content that you are willing to provide to the customer, with provided they exchange it with their email address or the data, like maybe their name, phone number, stuff like that. You must have seen a lot of websites where where you go to the website, you like it, and then you see like a free report or a free PDF report or a free newsletter and stuff like that. So what we are trying to do here is you are trying to get the customer interested in signing up with the newsletter. Once they do that, the database gives you a whole list of prospects that you would be selling to. So you're building your email list that way. The third thing is the advanced content. The advanced content is where you're generating the revenues and the profit. So it's all about systemizing your website, systematically working through your content through the sales funnel, so that ultimately you bring in some revenues through your business module. You can be, if you're in information products, you can be making money through speaking engagements, through DVDs, podcasts, books, all kinds of things. There are various things that you can use to generate multiple streams of income through your content. So categorizing your content is an absolute must if you want to be successful as an internet entrepreneur. Then you have to have you have to be able to be posting to different blogs, directories, forums that deal with your product. You have to pick up your target market. You'll have to be promoting yourself to your potential customers on the relevant groups, forums, directories on the internet. You can be the other thing that you'll have to do is you'll have to attract well qualified traffic, right? How do you attract the well qualified traffic? You attract well qualified traffic first by providing value added stuff, your content, good content. You do it by article marketing. You can use pay per click. You can use keywords, extremely important thing, right? You can't do anything on the internet these days, they say, without proper keyword search. You have to do a keyword search when you're picking up the product while defining your business module on the internet. Then what you basically do is that you start out with a small keyword, and then you try and create a long tail. That's what they call long tail keyword. Long tail keyword is where your niche market is. We'll talk about all those things when we come to our seminar, and we'll be discussing these things in the blogs also. There's not enough time for me on this video to go through all those things. But keyword research is extremely important, not only for the product, but also for your website, in order to get a higher ranking on the search engines. So another way of attracting extremely qualified traffic, targeted keywords. Once you have those things in place, once you have state-of-the-art keyword technology, you can use various tools for keyword. You can use Market Samurai. You can use keyword Google Ad Keywords tool. You can use a lot of tools in order to refine your keyword search. Pick up a good few keywords, and then use them, sprinkle them all over your website, so that it's attracted by the search engine crawlers. So this is what we discuss this is what we are talking about, attracting qualified traffic, right? Because you can have the best internet website in the world, but if you're not attracting qualified traffic who are willing to go through the sales funnel and ultimately pay you for whatever services you're offering, all your efforts are in vain. So the internet seminar, what I am going to teach in this seminar is right from point A, where all you have is your internet connection and your laptop or your desktop, the willingness to work hard, the willingness to acquire the new skill sets that I am going to teach, the things that I have used myself to promote my websites and eventually make good money out of it, and willing to be mentored. Basically, that's all you need. You don't need to have a huge capital. Like in old days, we used to, you would need a lot of money in order to create some income there, or to tap onto the market opportunities. But these days, it's limitless. You can get into all kinds of marketing. You can get into affiliate marketing. You can have your website of your own. You can decide to promote somebody else's products, right? You can go through pay per click, whatever. There are different revenue models there, and you'll get paid, while I have a friend of mine, he lives in Kenya, right? He was in Toronto, then he went back to Kenya. What he has done, he has created this group of small group of entrepreneurs who have gone into affiliate marketing, and they're doing all kind of things through the internet, right?